Hi, we are Veyis, Gökhan and Ufuk. Our project advisor is Arslan. Our project is about extracting medication names from tweets and analyzing their sentiments. Patient tweets are a great way to gain insight into medicine usage for pharmaceutical companies and healthcare organizations. By extracting medicine names from these tweets automatically, we can aid these organizations. Furthermore, by applying sentiment analysis to those tweets, we can increase the volume of the feedback gained enormously. Finally, this feedback will be easily interpretable by end users. After pre-processing our severely imbalanced datasets, we trained 3 different transformer-based language models and used the ensemble of these models as our final predictor. Simultaneously, we applied sentiment analysis tools to the data. Then we supplied this output to our front end.
Here we have the user interface created for the medication name extraction and sentiment analysis. We used an open source front-end library called Streamlit to design this user interface. Inside this interface, we can choose to query single text or upload a dataset as input. From the top left corner, we can choose which type of data to work with. Now we are on the single input query page. Here is a sample tweet from our test dataset. Let's see what happens when we use this input. We have to wait a while. When a single text input is queried, our model predicts this input and returns the output with highlighted medication names and the sentiment result. As you can see here, the word epidural and pitokin are highlighted with pink, and we can see the sentiment is negative. This is a great tool to play around with the model we have created. We can also upload a dataset to our system. When the dataset option is selected, the interface asks us to input a dataset as .csv or .tsv files. I will use this file as input. So let's select this file here. And now we will wait for a while for the prediction of this massive test dataset. Now we can see the results of the dataset. Here, inside the table, we can see the date, full text, sentiment result as mood fields, and the medication names found inside each tweet. Here we only see the results with medication names, but we can also filter from the left to see non-drugs only and all results. So let's select one. We can search for a specific medication name inside the results. Let's search for a drug called epidural. After the search, we can see a table of all the tweets that include epidural. And we can see a line chart of the sentiment scores in time for it. Even though this chart is constructed from relatively few results, pharma companies can make use of this functionality as feedback. In this table, we can see the sentiment counts and the average sentiment scores of each medication. And below, we can see a chart of drugs displaying positive, natural, and negative sentiment results with colors. We can filter the results from left sidebar. Our user interface provides option to filter by result type, dataset index interval. Here you can see it's a slide bar. And we can filter by date interval. So let's use this filter option for date interval. I will select January 2012 as the start date. And I will select August 2013 as the end date. And you can see filter results return immediately as our results are stored in cache. And finally, we have the option to download the results as a CSV file. Let's download it and see what's inside. Here we can see the sentiment and the medication results as well.
In a nutshell, our system extracts most of the medicine names and serves the result to end users. Yet, there is a room for improvement. System can be improved by supplying more data. Thank you for your time.